Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is from one of the finest, in my estimation, craft beer breweries in the country of Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. And I think I probably reviewed more of their beers than from any other brewery. They keep putting out all kinds of interesting things, exploring, pushing the boundaries, and they do have a series of flagship beers, but the interesting ones for me are the ones that come in their different series of beers. Kyoto Brewing was founded in 2015 by 3 foreign residents of the city, an American man and a Canadian man and a Welshman. And they had been friends earlier when they first came to Japan. They were working together and became good friends. And the one that I knew earliest was the head brewer, who at that time was a home brewer, and he used to come to beer sampling sessions that we would have, bringing his home brew, and we would sample it and talk to him about it, and he improved measurably. From time to time, he would bring just amazing beers. He later studied brewing in the U.S., and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and then came back to Japan. He worked at one of the better breweries in Japan, Shiga Kogen, in Nagano Prefecture. And they opened their brewery in 2015, and right away they were named the best new brewery in Japan by Rate Beer. For that year, and then in 2019 they were rated the best brewery in Japan of all breweries, some 400 or so breweries at that time. They have a tap room in Kyoto, and it is open on weekends, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday now. Still a little bit limited by coronavirus, so they have I think only drinking or takeaway, but eventually, or maybe now they haven't moved back to it. I haven't been there for a while, but maybe move to drinking outside and eventually back inside as well. They have 3 main flagship beers. If you go on their website, you can see what they are, and a number of series, which are very interesting. They have a Kimagure series, which comes out every season, spring, summer, fall, and winter, and generally an IPA or session IPA, something like that. And more recently, they've made their Kodama series, which is a series of barrel-aged beers. Later, I'll review several of those as well. On Rate Beer, they have about 220 beers. When I last checked, the average rating was something like 3.72, which is pretty high for a brewery. That's out of 5, 3.72. So we're going to take a look at a nice beer from Kyoto Brewing. Please stay tuned. So the beer we will look at from Kyoto Brewing today is this one. It is called Kyoto Brewing Shintenchi New Frontier is the English version of that. And this is version 5. It's a Dunkel, or dark lager. Shintenchi series is designed to explore different dimensions of the lager beer style. And this is Kyoto Brewing's take on the Dunkel, or dark lager style. This beer is 5% alcohol and 22 international bittering units. And on Rate Beer, it has 2 ratings only, and the average is 3.85. Generally, on Rate Beer, it's the same 2 people who rate the beers, and then I come along and add my own. So generally, there are 2 or 3 ratings. Unfortunately, that's all. I wish more people would review them. And on Untappd, there were 20 ratings when I checked at 3.81. The malt in this one is 60% Munich malt, 35% Vienna, and red rye crystal. The hop is it's Hallertau Tradition, and the yeast is lager yeast, and they also add some gelatin to the mix. So This should be an interesting beer. Again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Shintenchi Dunkel, version 5 in their Shintenchi Lager series. Okay, let's give it a go. Nice thing of a Dunkel style is nice because it's a traditional style and doesn't tend to go over the top, with any of the characteristics. This is a nice kind of reddish brown color, and I'm gonna put you into the beer. Okay, I think you can see some carbonation jumping up there. And it's got like a half a finger of slightly off-white head. Aroma, oh my, oh yeah. Okay, so definitely it has the Vienna character here. Yeah, these two malts blend very nicely, the Munich and the Vienna. Give it that rich little toasty, roasty character. It's not really dark roasted malt, but lightly roasted, and it does give it a nice kind of what you would call a sweet aroma. Very fragrant, and leads you to think the beer is going to be nice and mildly sweet. And it is. It is. Red rye. Now, rye generally gives that peppery character to beer, but since there's only 5% of it in here, maybe it's giving a little jump, a little scratch on the tongue or something like that. But basically, this is a nice, rich, not cloying, but sweet. That's for sure. Nice toasty roastiness, and maybe a bit of berries or sweetened raisins, something like that. This is very tasty. Yeah. So a good lager like this, they make you want to come back for another sip. That's I think kind of a test of a milder beer like that. A strong beer, kind of hits you in the head and waits until you recover, and then you take another sip. A beer like this, you come back to it. You are actively going back because it's so enjoyable to drink. Wonderful. Really good. Good job on this one. Once again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Shintenchi New Frontier. Their fifth version of that style in the Dunkel dark lager. Give it a go. Check Kyoto Brewing's website. They do ship online in Japan. If you happen to be in Kyoto and you're a beer fan, it's your number one destination. You've got to go there and see the guys at Kyoto Brewing and taste what they make. That's it for today. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.